Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Love is Blind, Season 3, Episode 2. I'm excited to get into this one. I really I really am enjoying this season. I wasn't sure. A lot of you guys asked me to cover this, and here we are, and I really am. I'm enjoying the heck out of this. So, as I say every time, I have not watched anything ahead. I watch an episode at a time. I get on the mic, I talk about my thoughts, my feelings, and what happened in the episode as we go. So that's what's going to happen here. I did see one spoiler. I talked about it last time. I'm going to talk about it again right here. So if you don't want to know anything, go ahead and fast forward me now. Okay. The only thing that I've seen is that people really aren't liking Batiste. And again, I have no idea why or what happens. I don't see it yet, but I'm sure it's coming for me. So I can't wait to see what happens there. Okay, spoilers done. Now, everything I'm going to say from here on is just, again, I haven't watched ahead, so these are just my own thoughts. I don't even know where to begin. I'm so happy for Brennan and Alexa. I think they're so cute together. I'm excited to talk about one particular couple in this episode. And I kind of changed my opinion on somebody this episode. Somebody I had previously spoken about that you'll see. I'll change my thoughts on somebody. Now, there is somebody that bugged the piss out of me this episode. Who do you ask? Nancy. Are you guys annoyed by Nancy like I am? I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. I think it's just it reads as false bubbly, and I'm somebody that is bubbly, and I giggle, and, I get it, but I just find her too much. I don't know. I don't know that she's being genuine. I don't know what she's here for yet. But we'll get into her because we leave off on a cliffhanger with her. Oh, I'm also not a fan of Colleen. I don't understand Colleen. I keep calling her Colleen. Colleen. I don't understand Colleen. I don't understand. She's trying to make herself seem like, oh, I got dumped twice, but that's not what happened. It seemed to be that she didn't want to open up to people. So when that happens, they're like, well, okay, she's obviously not here for the right reasons. I'm going to move on. So she seems to have settled with this guy, Matt, aerospace guy. Can I be totally honest with you? That's what I'm here for. That's what I do. I do not find Matt the least bit attractive. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I guess, okay, that sounds mean. I think he's a really nice guy. I don't physically find, I don't get it. I don't find him attractive, but that's just me. I think a lot of people on this season are very good looking. I don't think he's one of them. Okay, so the person I changed my opinion on, Andrew. I found him very pretentious before, and he is still a little pretentious. I think he gets a little cocky in his answers, but I liked him better this episode. I did not like Nancy this episode. I can't even put my finger on Nancy. Sorry, I'm jumping around because the pictures are jumping around. That's how the show does. It jumps around, so I'm going to keep talking about Nancy. What is it about Nancy that bugs me? Do you guys see it too? Does she bug you? I think, again, I go back to the false bubbliness. I don't know what it is. Not a fan. Okay. I am a fan of Raven. I understand why. I think, okay, I don't normally go into the editing, but I just have this feeling, and maybe I'm wrong, I've built this backstory in my head. They've edited Raven here to look like she was being an asshole to Batiste. I don't, with the exercise, which would be annoying if you're spilling your guts. But I don't know. I think she's just somebody that can't sit still. So he seemed to act like the whole dumping thing was because she was exercising when he was spilling his guts. That is rude if that's what happened. I have the feeling Batiste wants somebody to hang on his every word and was more perturbed that she wasn't doing that. She's getting to know him. She's stuck in a room. She's very athletic. So, of course, she's going to move around. I just don't fault her the same way he does. We find out here that she is actually falling for this guy SK, that's his name. SK is a Nigerian guy that she says that she thinks he's a square. I like his smile. I think he's super cute. I don't know much about the guy. He explained that he came from, he had, 17, he's one of 17 kids. Polygamy is big in his country, so that's something he was raised around, but something that he doesn't personally believe in. They seem to really hit it off. I'm rooting for these two. Again, not going to reveal the spoiler. You heard it earlier. If the spoiler is true, then I'm glad that she's with SK. Okay, what else? I love this girl. I know I say her name wrong. Is it Zanab? I hope I'm saying that right. But I think she is beautiful inside and out. I actually really like her. They didn't show much of her the first episode. And Cole, to me, I mean, he's a cute guy, but he reads as kind of goofy. I think I would get annoyed with him after a while. But I really like her. I think I found her stories fascinating. I want to know more about, she's talking about being a flight attendant and travels in Thailand and how she'd always dreamt of going to an elephant sanctuary and that happened. And I respect somebody like that goes out and make their dream happen. So I really like her. She explained in, I think, the last episode that she had lost her parents. So I think, I don't know. I'm not going to go into personal stuff, but I understand extreme loss, and I understand what that does to you and what it does to your personality. And it sounds like she had to work through a lot of stuff, and she's come out stronger. So I respect her. I really do. We found out Cole had been married before. He married somebody. He dated her for 2 months. They got married for 4.5 months, and then she filed for divorce. That's awful. But I don't know. I'm actually super excited for those two. We see, let's see. Oh, they did a quick calling him Matt. We're over to Raven and Batiste. This is where she tells him, listen, it's not. Well, they tell each other. I guess he started. Batiste tells her, I have a burning for another girl. She says that's cool. I'm actually into somebody else too. I feel like that's going to weigh on Batiste. Somebody like Batiste that's like, every girl should fall all over me. I find him a little bit obnoxious. Okay, but I'm glad she ends up with, or I don't know who she ends up with, but I'm glad that she seems to like the other dude better. Okay, where are we at? She did say guys love me more than I love them. I thought that was interesting. We go over to Nancy. Nancy is talking to Batiste. So she seems to be in a love triangle. She's talking to Batiste and Andrew, and she seems to really like them both. And I don't know if this was editing or what, but they sure made it feel like she and Batiste had a strong connection. He got her like a million white roses. She's giggling like a schoolgirl. And both of them kind of read as fake to me, which makes me think, hey, maybe they should have been together. I don't know. He says he has a fire in his belly for Nancy. And to quote Friends, oh no, it wasn't Friends, it was Sex and the City. What? Charlotte's date says, I can tell you have a fire inside you. And they said, tell him they make a cream for that. Okay, so they have this silly dance party. Who cares? It's just like filler. I think they did it actually. If you could tell in the last episode, the editing was out of order because they were wearing glow things in the last episode too. Unless they had multiple dance parties. But Nancy gets a wake-up call, realizes, oh shit, Batiste is only 25. She's like, I don't know, 31. She wants somebody older than 33. She wants 10 kids. I'm like, yeah, good luck with that. Have one and see how you feel. Okay, let's see. We talked through, SK and Raven. They're liking each other more and more. We go to Cole and Zanab. And I love this. Again, it could have come off as too goofy, but I thought it was really sweet. He ends up proposing, and when she says yes, he says, really? Are you sure? And she says, I promise. And he's so happy. He runs circles around the couch. And again, I can't help but find that endearing. I hope he's good to her because I really like her. Let's see. We go to Colleen. I'm not a fan of Colleen. I say that every time. I just don't understand somebody that can come on the show and expect to fall in love, but openly say, but I don't want to get deep with them. I'm thinking, well, with this guy, Matt, are you going deep? Are you revealing things? I just don't understand I feel like I'm missing something on Colleen. I don't get it. She leads with the ballet thing, which fine. I'm sure she's done that her whole life, so she would, but I need to know a little bit more about her personality. And same on Matt, I suppose. I don't know. I just find Matt boring. I'm not attracted to him, so I don't want to know anything about him, honestly. Like, there's people that bug me, but I'm still like Andrew. I'm still attracted to him. I want to know more about him. I can't say the same for Matt. Let's see. SK goes to meet Raven. He says he's going to propose today. He says he feels closer and closer to her. I like what he said to her. He said he's fascinated by her mind and that he's intrigued by her mystery. And I think that's perfect. That's the perfect thing to say to Raven, who is, gorgeous, right? And talks about the physicalness of it all. And so I'm sure she's used to guys left, right, and center hitting on her for her looks. But SK seems to be talking more about, what's inside and her personality. Obviously, they're separated by a wall, so you kind of have to. But I think that hit home for her. I think it was a job well done by SK. So they seem super happy. I can't wait to see what happens when they meet up. I really liked when SK left the pod. I don't know if you saw that little dance he did. I thought right there, he's super cute. Okay, then we go to Xanab. She's about to see Cole. And you guys, I cried last episode. I'm going to be honest. I cried this episode. I cried during the scene when they see each other. And I have seen every dumb reality show there has ever existed, and I can usually see through the bullshit, but I believed it. I believed they were this excited. He took off running toward her, you guys. It was so cute. I think she looks so gorgeous in this dress. I'm jealous. I think it was a dark green. Jealous of her her dark brown hair. I just think she looks so gorgeous. And he's like not believing his good fortune. I think they're both very attractive. So they kiss a lot, and they seem to be very physically into each other. And he says she's beautiful. He gives her a ring I love the ring. He says she's gorgeous. She's super hot. She looks like a model. And then she has bigger boobs than he expected. And he says that's a good surprise. So he gives her a really pretty ring that I love, and she says, I love it. I love it all. Look at you. So they check each other out, and I even love when they're walking away and they're kissing a lot. He says he's just going to stand there and look at her butt, and she says, good, I hope you do. And he says, put her in a magazine. Bye. Cole hadn't been on my radar either way until now. I felt like it was a little bit immature. But I really did like this scene. I like their chemistry. I can't wait to see them when they're on the vacation or whatever. Honeymoon? I don't know. Whatever. Is it the honeymoon? Jeez. I can't wait to see the next step for them. Jeez. Okay. What next? So we have Nancy and the love triangle of Andrew and I always want to call him Batista. Again, it's a wrestler. Sorry, Batiste. She says she's very happy with her decision, and Andrew is there. And this is where I started to like Andrew more. He was very genuine in the way he was talking to her. He seemed very happy to hear her, and he says she makes his heart giddy. And my favorite thing he said to her was, he said all these sweet things, but he talks to her about building an empire together. I don't know why I thought that was a cool thing to say to somebody you're wanting to start a life with. But he proposes, and you guys, she doesn't answer. Now, I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't read spoilers on purpose, So I don't know, but the way they left it on cliffhanger, is she not going to pick him? As soon as I finish recording, I'm going to go watch it because I have to know what happens next. But I thought it was another really good episode. I'm super into these people. I want to see what happens. So I'm excited to stick with this one. I hope you can hear it in my voice. I feel better. I sound better. And I'm very happy and kind of giddy to see what happens. So I hope you enjoyed this recap. If you want to see more of my stuff, support it further, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. You guys, I hope you have the best day. Thanks so much for watching. In case you didn't hear me the last episode, I am on vacation starting mid next week sometime. I'm not sure when. So you'll see a lot of Sex and the City content. I'm going to try to pump out as much Love is Blind as I can before I go. I don't know how the time will work. I may have to do some of it when I get back. We'll see. I'm going to do the best I can, but stick with me. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Hey, a big thank you to everybody who suggested this series. If there's something you're watching that you're super into, leave it in the comments. I truly read every one of your comments because they mean so much to me. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.